What do you get when you mix a health coach and a wellness coach mixed with a lot of curiosity? You get two people who ask a lot of questions about health and wellness. Today we ask, where did the fun go?
We used to have fun, and now everything feels like so much work. Exercise, cooking, you get the idea. How do we get back to having fun? Let's get started as we ask.
Wait, what?
Hi, Leah.
Hi. When you were reading that, I was like, God, I hate work. I hate exercise. I hate cooking. I hate all of those things. Not hate,
Yeah.
but you know what I mean.
It's work. It's real work. It's like, okay, I have to plan time in my day to exercise, or I have to plan time in my day to go cook, or...
Why not plan time to have fun?
Well, that, and why can't those things also be fun?
Yeah. Well,
I don't know.
anyway. All right. So how was your call to action? What was your call to action?
Mine was to continue working on my non-negotiable list. Those are things that I want to do mostly every day, and just really been sincere about it. But the one particular thing that I had added was show gratitude. So I've been about like 70% because sometimes I forget in the morning. I think I need to put it into the later part of my day when I'm awake, and I'm like, I was trying to do it in bed before I wake up, but I think I need to do it awake. But I've been doing it, and I feel in a better mood, honestly.
So you're not writing it down, though?
No, and maybe that's part of the problem.
Okay.
Maybe I need to...
bought a new journal yesterday because you know me, I fill them up so fastly.
I know, I love journals. Maybe I just need to take it as part of my evening brain dump, you know?
I think you need to put it somewhere instead. I don't know, maybe you put it away. Do you put it away?
Put
somewhere?
what away?
A journal?
I don't have a journal.
Oh, okay.
I think I need to get one. I think that's part of the responsibility to myself, that I just need to have it and write it down. And I think I could do that. It's only 3 things, and it takes me no time to think of the 3 things.
Wow, good for you, because it takes me forever.
Really?
Yeah, and although I know you're going to think this is crazy, but part of mine is they can't repeat. Because I feel like, I get in the mood, like, I think a lot of us would take a cop-out and be like, I'm just going to say the sun was out, this and this and this. The same 3 things.
I get it, but I think, for me, I'm not going to put those rules on myself because then I won't do it.
Okay.
I'm going to try to be unique every day, but it is whatever it is. Okay. There is one more thing I had added to the list, which I didn't talk about because I've talked about this so many times that I feel disappointed that I didn't do it. So I said, let me try it and then see what happens. Okay. Which was to eat an early dinner like 3 or 4 days out of the week. And early for me is like 5:30, when normally we eat at 7 or 7:30. That has gone great. Really? Yes.
But can it be a non-negotiable?
3 or 4 days out of the week, I can see that it could be.
You think, even if you're traveling, and even if you're in Chicago, or even if you're, because I think a non-negotiable is something you do even when you're on vacation, or even when you are traveling, or even when you are...
Well, I think the thing for me is I get hungry at that time.
Yeah.
And I don't want to snack. I would just rather eat the meal. So my snacking has gone down. I don't know. We'll see when I go on a trip what happens.
Yeah.
I've been home by myself, so it's been very easy.
Right? So when your husband's home too, right?
I told him, and he said, you should eat whenever you want. But I feel this guilt of we should eat together.
By the way, so many people feel that guilt.
Yeah.
Or you have to eat the same thing. You all have to eat the same thing. Why?
No.
I don't understand. If I want to just eat a bowl of cereal tonight or some popcorn, why do I have to feel like we all should be eating something?
Yeah. I'm with you on that. And he doesn't care because to be really frank, we're sitting in front of the TV. He's not like, why aren't you eating with me? I'm still sitting with him.
I know.
I
think it's the woman guilt thing. Anyway, maybe men get it too. I don't know. So.
Maybe. How about you?
Mine is going great. My call to action has been to high five myself in the mirror. And it's been going really, really good. If I forget in the morning, I'll do it on the bus. I'll in between things, I'll give it to myself in the mirror there. And I really think that there's a lot of power to it.
Really? Tell me.
What do
you feel?
I feel like I remember looking at myself doing it. And I don't want to let myself down.
Okay.
So this week I started adding doing the high five and then saying things like what I plan to, like almost like visualizing what I want for this week. Like I was like, I'm
Mm-hmm.
going to lose weight. I'm going to get a order for my tapes, like things that I want to happen this week, like doing that
Mm-hmm.
as well.
That's amazing.
I'm going to lose weight. Did I say that already? Did I say that twice?
Yes. Yeah, that's
But
okay.
like,
You
yeah,
really mean it.
yeah, like, I'm going to do my tracking. Like I'm saying the things that I want to happen this week and then high-fiving myself.
That's incredible.
Am I losing my mind?
No, okay, this is where I am with this, and I'm going to be honest, and I'm not judging you. I feel like I would feel silly doing it.
I do feel silly doing it.
But I think there's a great power in saying words out loud to yourself. Today, I'm going to fill in the blank. I think there's a great power in that, and saying it out loud and saying, I'm making a promise to you, person in the mirror,
Right.
I'm going to do this for you.
Yeah, I feel silly. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm doing it still. So
Yeah.
I just think there's maybe something to it.
There must be.
I'm not sure. Maybe it's just like a placebo effect or something like that. But as of right this second, I feel like it's magic.
Ooh. We need a little magic in our life.
I feel like it's magic right now. So I'm not gonna. I mean, I feel stupid. I'm not gonna go tell people, walk around being like, I high-fived myself today. Like they'll look at me like I'm a lunatic.
Yeah.
But my husband will really think I'm crazy.
Oh, he doesn't know.
No, I'm not doing it in front of anybody, really.
But to be frank, he knows who you are, and he knows that you're silly, and you're gonna do all these silly things. True.
But yeah, and he just rolls his eyes usually. So that would be another thing. He just rolls his eyes and is like, whatever, okay. So just like I'm convinced that Skittles affect him, and he thinks I'm losing my mind about it. So
no, I think you're 100% right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Before we get into the thing that you love, I just want to mention this is the first time we've recorded very, very early in the morning for me, which is like your mid-morning for you. There's a big difference. You're ready to go. You look so cute, and I just crawled out of bed.
We are that opposite. Like, this is my time. Like, I'm happy, I'm giddy, I'm put together, I'm fresh, I'm ready to go. If you get me at 4, 5, 6, I'm wiped out, I'm done, I'm exhausted, I'm barely put together. It's different. And you're opposite. 6 o'clock, you are 100% put together. Your hair always looks like a soap opera star. I don't get it, how opposite we can possibly be.
I know, very opposite. I just thought it was really funny.
Like, I was like, I was getting ready, and I'm like, I've done like 2 loads of laundry. My dishes are already through the dishwasher. I scanned at least 200 of my mom's pictures because, I'm working on that project. And I'm like, man, we should do this every day at this time. And you're probably like, I hate Leah right now.
No, I was like, it's forcing me to get out of bed. I'll have a very productive day. It'll be great. But I was tired. I'm not going to lie. By the way, a little before we get into your thing that you love, a little plug for your side business. You transfer tapes, video cassettes, and you do pictures, right?
Yes, I put them on a USB drive. So I'm working on a project for my mom. It's not a secret. She knows I'm working on it. She has thousands of pictures, and I've been scanning them and archiving them and saving them for her. But I do videos too.
You do that for other people if they want to capture their memories.
I do.
Okay.
I love it. That actually is one of my, we'll get into that today. Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, now you can tell us what you love.
Okay, so this is a full disclosure of vulnerability. Is that what I'm looking for?
Okay.
Is that the word? Well, I sent you a picture of me. What I love right now is new. So I don't want anybody to think like this is something that I've been doing. It's newer for me. I've done it in the past, but I'm going to make it a routine. It's a Jade Roller. Have you ever seen these?
Yes, I have one.
I actually don't know if it's real jade. I don't even know what real jade is, but that's what it is. It's like a little ball of some kind of, what would you call this?
A stone?
Smooth stone on both ends, and you like roll it on your face and your body and all of that. So I've been telling you and everybody else that I felt puffy and my face just felt swollen since November, but I've also been getting cortisone shots in my head, and I'm just from headaches and all that stuff. So it wasn't really like a shock to me. I have some TMJ issues going on. Like, there's a lot of reasons why I feel like my face feels puffy. But it really felt real puffy Saturday. And I'm like, this is ridiculous. I'm going to get my Jade Roller. My mom, the best gift giver in the world, got us all these things. Probably like 2 years ago, she got us these. And I'm not gonna lie, we were probably like, oh God, here, mom gives us this thing again. I've used it a couple times. But so this time, I pulled a picture of, took a picture of my face from this weekend. And then I went back to September before I've gotten all the headaches and cortisone injections and all of that stuff. And do you see a difference in my face?
I see a huge difference. You were so puffy.
Right?
Yes.
The
before.
Unbelievable puffy. By the way, I weigh the same. So there's no reason that, like, I don't want anybody to think, like, when I post these pictures that you're going to be like, oh, well, she probably gained weight. I weigh the same. So there's clearly something going on.
Yeah.
So then I took another picture after I did my Jade Roller and I put the two of them together. Do you see a difference?
Yes.
So there's a big difference when you, like, get rid of all of the fluid and you, like, I'm not pushing that hard right now, but I don't know what it is, so I'm going to research some more on the lymphatic drainage system. But there's something to it.
Yes, there is. They say to do, like, lymphatic massage in different parts of your body, so I think it's fantastic. And
it's
you
really
have
cool.
Physical proof that it's working. The pictures.
That's the reason I really wanted to share it. Usually we share things we love that we've been doing for a while, but I wanted to share this right now because I have, like, solid evidence proof. Like, it was unbelievable to me, the difference in my face from doing it. So I'm going to try doing it every day and see if it really makes a difference. But
okay.
By the way, it feels good, and why not? It feels good.
Yeah, it does feel good. And it helps you relax before bed. You do it before bed, right?
I actually do it in the morning.
Oh,
should I do it before bed?
No, I don't know. I don't know anything about this.
Me neither. I'm going to research that too. Maybe I should do both.
I don't know.
I did it. I'm doing it before I put my makeup on.
That's great.
So I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. Anyway, I'll share some information on it. I have no idea where my mom got it. It was probably a Deals and Steals from Good Morning America or something like that. But I think you can get them anywhere, right?
Yeah. I've seen them at, like, Target and Walmart and...
Okay, so...
I'm sure most stores who have, like, that beauty aisle, Ulta probably has it.
Yeah. So, anyway,
nice.
that's
the thing
a really
good one. I'm going to have to pull mine out. I don't think I've used it.
Pull it out. If you all have one, pull it out and just try it.
Fantastic.
And do your neck. It feels so good on your neck, like, behind your ear. Like, the neck part behind your ear and, like, right by your... Oh, my God, it felt so good. I actually want somebody to do it for me because it just was so nice.
Yeah, I like it.
So, anyway. All right. Go for it.
The way I was started thinking about this topic was just, sometimes you remember, like, when you're a kid and you're like, oh, that used to be so fun. And now if you think about it, you're like, that's not fun. And then... where do we have fun? And are we having fun? And I had all these questions in my head. So I said, we need to talk about this for sure.
It's a big word, I guess, if you think about it. And it's a word that is different meanings. Like, my fun is not your fun. Your fun isn't your... You know what I mean? We all have a different definition of fun.
Well, and I think that goes along with what we always say, that everything has to be individualized. Some people think mountain climbing is fun, and while I may like it, I don't know if I think it's fun or terrifying.
Oh God, it wouldn't be fun. Yeah.
Some people think jumping out of a plane with a parachute is fun. Maybe not for me.
My family thinks roller coasters are fun. I do not. At all. Like, yeah. But this is a subject where it's like, we're going to go through some things about fun, but you have to remember what your definition is.
And you may have to re-explore what that is. Because what you used to like, maybe you don't like anymore.
That is completely true. I can't wait to talk about that. Like, what I used to think is fun is not what I think is fun anymore.
So let's start with the way back when for me, and maybe not as way back when for you, but when you were a kid, what were some of the things you did on a regular basis that you considered fun?
Well, I thought it was always fun to play with Barbies. That was so much fun, especially with my sisters. Bike riding was so much fun. Swimming, so much fun. Those were fun things to me. Yes. Being with my sisters in general was always fun. Yeah,
true.
What about you?
I riding bikes was definitely up there. I'm going to out my sister, but we used to play pretend like... I was Bionic Woman and she was Wonder Woman, and we'd fight the bad guys of the world. And
oh my God, you were superhero kids.
We were superhero. Well, I don't know why, but I think they were the only two females at that.
Okay, so this does not surprise me that you and I played differently.
No, but we also played a little bit with Barbies. We also used to do this thing where we would play Office.
Oh my God, we played Office.
Did you really?
Where you had office supplies and you...
Yes, we had a phone that didn't work, and then
Yes.
we'd have fake papers that my dad gave us, and then we'd like make calls like so and so wants to talk to.
Oh my God, it was so fun. We played fake library.
Yeah,
Back
we
in
didn't
the
do
day
that
when
one.
yeah, we did. Yeah, we would have a keyboard and we would like. It
Mm-hmm.
was so cool to type, like not real, obviously. Like yes, it was so much fun.
Yes, we got a hand-me-down Barbie Dreamboat. We thought that was the best thing ever. Oh my
Barbie
God.
was the best. Fun.
It's the best.
It was
Yes.
fun. We played fake like house. Did you do that? When
Yes.
someone was the mom, when someone was the baby, and you had baby dolls and all of that. Play food.
Yes. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Cooking, the pretend cooking, or even if, I mean, I didn't have it when I was little, but my daughter had a easy bake oven, and you're like, oh, this is so cute and fun.
Fun.
Mm-hmm.
That's the word, fun. We played fake teacher, and my sister's a teacher now. She must have really had fun doing it. I mean, right? She must have.
Yeah, she must have. She must have loved it so much.
She must have loved it so much. Like, I wonder
She's
if...
like, I imparted so much wisdom on Leah. I'm going to go into this.
She must have thought she made me so smart as a fake teacher.
That's amazing.
So I think that there is a lot to the fun that we had as a kid.
You know what's interesting now, though, is my niece, who's preteen, she said, let's go play Barbies. And I was like, okay, this does not sound fun to me now.
Really?
Yeah.
That is interesting because I would play Barbies in a second.
I was playing with her and I was trying to do the voices and be silly. And
we
were being silly, but at the end of it, I was like, this is not an activity I would choose. Okay. I played with her because I want to play with her. I don't, you know.
Right. No, I get that. Also, I'm the same way with bike riding. When I get on a bike, it's not fun to me.
Really?
It's work.
It is work.
It's not fun at all. But it used to be fun.
Why did it used to be fun and now it's not?
For you,
some people still like it.
Oh, a ton of people like bike riding. They think it's fun. It's work to me now if I get on a bike.
Why?
Because my body's not used to it, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing it with an intention, not just to ride my bike and try and ride in the street and not let my mom get caught to me. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I'm doing it with a intention, I guess.
When my kids were little, they had to finish their homework and all their, like, whatever chores they needed to do, whatever. And then we would go play outside. From like 4:30 until 6, they were just outside. And it was every day. They were, unless it was really bad weather, they were playing outside. Mm-hmm. And some days maybe they didn't want to. Some days they were riding their bike. Some days they were playing with the neighbors. They used to do this thing. They do like an Angry Birds thing in the front yard. They'd like throw things and knock things down, and they just were very creative in their time outside. Which now, if you say go outside for an hour and a half, you're like, okay,
nobody
what am I gonna do?
Well, I would like to sit there and let the sun soak into me, but I think that fun has changed so much. Now, what fun did you do when you were in your 20s?
In my 20s, I was really stressed, so not a lot of fun. I was a very stressed person. I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life, and then I got engaged pretty early. 23, I was engaged. And then everybody kept saying, this is very, very revealing of me, that after you get married, you can go out and have fun, because I always lived at home, go to the clubs, and the first time I went to a club, I didn't know what to do. So I was very awkward. I didn't know how to, and I didn't drink. So for me, it was not that fun. How about you?
I was a party girl.
Oh.
Party girl. Like, I mean, there were times I probably went to work still drunk. Like,
really?
For real. Like, party girl. Like, go to bed at 3 a.m. in my clothes, get up, go to work. Like, definitely party girl. Party girl. Like, that was so fun to me.
Yeah.
Like going out at 11. Like I'd sleep and then go out at 11. You know what I mean? Like going to the dancing, doing all of that stuff. Did all of that. Yeah. Party girl.
Wow.
Not fun. Does not sound like fun even a little bit to me.
But it did then.
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah.
I think there was a summer my mom was concerned about me and my sister. Like, oh my God, they're going out a lot. Like that kind of fun. I'm sorry, Michelle, if I'm outing you too.
I know we're revealing a lot about our previous days, but
that sounds horrible to me right now.
And what sounds fun to you now?
Okay, so now what sounds fun to me is having a fun, like a lighthearted show on and
Mm-hmm.
like doing a hobby of mine.
Such as?
Well, right now I'm working, that's one of my things right now is like going through pictures and scanning them. I love that even for other people because it really, I get to see so much.
Mm-hmm.
Like how things used to be, the styles, the clothes, the memories. I love it. It's so fun. Just like some people like to scrapbook and
Yeah.
they love it and that's fun and they go on scrapbooking retreats and things like that. Like this is fun. That's fun to me. Like I love it.
So if you're looking at other people's
Love it.
videos and you don't know them, it's still
I
fun for
love
you?
it. It's so fun. Because you get to
Is
see,
it?
like, oh my God, I wish I could have gone there. Or, oh, look at that tradition they had. Or, like, it's so fun to me.
Wow.
To even reminisce about, like, themes of birthday cakes is fun. Like, when I see other people's
Oh,
birthday cakes,
yeah.
I'm like, oh, they liked Barney too. Or, like, I just love it. It's so fun.
Wow.
How did SeaWorld used to look? And how did things,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
all of that is so cool.
That is really cool.
What is fun for
Wow.
you now?
Now, I think hanging out with my friends, that's always really fun for me because
Mm-hmm.
I end up laughing and laughing and I feel so energized. I think hanging out, this should have been the first thing, but hanging out with my kids,
Yes, I
that
agree with that. Yeah.
it energizes me like nothing else.
Mm-hmm.
They're the most fun people in the world to me, and I could just sit there and listen to them talk, and that's still fun to me.
Mm-hmm.
I guess people are the on the top of my list, even family. I just like it. I like really, truly love playing games.
Mm-hmm.
Any kind of game, a video game, or a board game. I love it. Something
Mm-hmm.
outside. I would love a scavenger hunt. Any kind of game. I'm into it. Bingo, I told you last week.
Mm-hmm.
Anything. I love it.
Okay, so there are things. I'm the same way. Like fun to me is just even sitting down with talking to my friends and family, just sitting there. That's fun.
Mm.
You know, I have fun at work, like
You
real
do?
fun, where I'm laughing so hard I almost pee my pants. Like
Oh.
I have fun.
I think that's missing from a lot of people's lives. Are you having fun? Are you laughing? Are you finding pockets of joy in your day? I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we just have so much responsibility now and so much burden almost in our mind that
Mm-hmm.
we don't have the space to have fun. I was reading something about how what we think of fun now is binge watching a show or
I mean,
just,
do you think that's true?
I think it can be fun, but after a while, you don't really feel good.
It's not.
Maybe you've,
I don't know how. I don't know if I would call that. But again, this is the important part that we need everybody to know is like that to some people that is fun.
mhm.
So what I'm going to say is to me that doesn't seem like quote unquote fun. I like it. I enjoy it. I think it's relaxing. I think it's needed. But to
Yeah.
me that doesn't fit my definition of fun.
No, it might be relaxing for
Right.
sure. But is it making you feel better than when you started it?
And to some people probably.
Mm-hmm.
But and I guess it depends on the show. Like if I watch Schitt's Creek, I think that show is so fun that
Yeah.
it probably does make me feel better. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I totally think that depending on what it is fun.
Right. I get it. I think that's true.
I did hear a good quote on. I wrote down a great quote on. Having fun can build resilience and help us weather future storms.
I think that biologically makes sense because it increases your happy hormones, which help with your immunity and all that stuff. So I think it makes sense in my brain.
Mm-hmm.
The better you feel, the better your body will be.
If I'm having fun today, if there's a shit show tomorrow that goes on in my life, I'm more likely to be like, I know that I'm going to have more fun days.
Yes.
But if you don't have fun days at all and you're like, no fun, no fun, no fun, when you do have those really bad days, you don't, there's nothing, you just feel hopeless almost like. Do you know what I mean?
Yes. Yes, I agree. Totally.
You have to have fun days for the hope.
Okay, so I did find this thing. Also, I'm going to come back to this one, but on Oprah.com, faux fun.
Okay, what is that?
Like fake fun. What you think is fun, but maybe it's not really fun.
Like when you have to go to something that you don't want to go to. Is that fake fun?
That's not fun at all. So faux fun helps you ignore your problems, and real fun helps you face them. So that's exactly what you were just talking about, that if you have fun, it helps build your resilience and it helps build your energy and endurance, and you're like, okay, we can do this. We got this.
Mm-hmm.
Where if you're playing video games for hours, or if you're watching videos, TV shows for hours, you're just ignoring what's there.
Mm-hmm.
That's
interesting. Faux
fun gets boring, and real fun never does. So if you're sitting around talking with people...
I'm writing that down. Faux fun gets boring.
Mm-hmm. And real fun never does.
Oh my God, that is a great distinction.
So real sources of fun are what psychologists call renewable pleasures, enjoyable no matter how many times you do them. So if you're sitting around talking to people that you enjoy, you're like, oh my God, it's already 4? I didn't realize.
It never gets boring.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
But there are some people that I'm sitting around talking to that it gets boring.
Well, that's not fun then.
Like, think about that. Like, then that's really... But let's back up. Could it be that you're just... Does fun have a time limit? Or is that not fun then?
I don't think fun has anything to do with time. But if you're saying, oh my God, when is it going to be 3? And that's not a fun activity. But if you're saying, oh my God, it's already 3?
I know.
That's fun. You know, when time just goes by and you're like, I didn't have a clue.
This is such a fun topic because it makes me think about things a lot. Like, can you have fun and then all of a sudden it peters out and you're like, all right, move on to the next thing? Yeah, you can, right?
Sure. If your body physically
so there is
gets
a time
tired,
limit on it.
I don't know if it's a time limit or a physical limit. Like maybe you're tired, or maybe you need to go to sleep, or maybe you need to go and eat or walk around or whatever it is.
Your attention span? Could it be something with that?
Yeah, but if you're having fun, that won't be a problem. It won't be a problem.
What if... maybe.
Real fun makes everyone feel better, and faux fun makes everyone feel worse.
Interesting.
So if you're having fun, you feel better afterwards.
Okay.
So I told you on Friday I was going for this sleepover. We were celebrating somebody's birthday, and the reason they did a sleepover is we're like, then we don't have a time limit for what we're doing, and we can just have fun.
Yeah.
You know? And initially I was like, oh no, I don't want to go for a sleepover, but I enjoy my friends. So we went, and then by the time you realize it was already 2 a.m. And we've like talked and we've eaten a little, and just somebody said, let's play a game. And they're like, no, we're just having so much fun chatting. It's okay.
Did you have pajamas on, and were you all comfy and all of that stuff too?
No, I would have rather preferred to go in pajamas, but they're like wear red or pink because it was Valentine's Day.
Oh, okay.
I would rather go in pajamas, but that's my preference anyway.
Me too. Me too.
I don't know. I think there are a lot of benefits to having fun, and we definitely need to bring it back.
Okay, so how about having fun with weight loss?
Okay, tell me what this means. This concept is foreign to my brain.
Exactly, right? Like, we just talked about how important it is to have fun and what fun is. But don't you think that sometimes we get involved in something and we're like, oh my God, this is so much fun when we're losing weight. Like, this is fun, and I'm losing weight at the same time. Or maybe some people love cooking new recipes, and that's fun for them. And then that gets old after a while. Like, I think, I guess what I'm trying to say is if we're hating the process of losing weight, we're never going to keep doing it.
Right. Very good point.
Like, we have to, I think, find a way to have fun doing it, don't you think?
Yes. Okay, so tell me what you found, because I'm really intrigued.
Well, I mean, I don't know if, I mean, some of them are just honest. Like, we have to have realistic expectations. And you know what I was thinking about? Have you ever, like, gone to see a movie, and before you saw this movie, everybody was like, oh my God, it's so good, you're going to love it. I have a perfect example. Everybody loves the movie Bridesmaids. And the hype was through the moon, and everybody said it's hilarious and so funny. And I was like, couldn't wait to finally watch it. And I was like, so let down. I was like, this is not I don't think I laughed. I didn't think it was funny.
Yeah.
I thought something was wrong with me. I'm like, something's got to be wrong with me. Like, it made me feel worse about myself.
Yeah.
That's what we do about weight loss. We go in with these huge expectations. Like, I'm going to lose all of my weight in 4 months because this app told me if I followed this, I'm going to do it.
Or if someone said, cut out carbs and you're going to lose 50 pounds tomorrow.
Like, drink a lot of water and all your puffiness will go down. No, that's not, like, there's so much more to it that it's not fun then. It takes
Yep.
the fun out of it. Just like that
Yes.
movie. It's like I had these great expectations and then so I think that's number one. If we want to have fun while we're losing weight, we have to be realistic about our
Yeah.
expectations and maybe find a different way to manage your expectations that isn't weight.
Right.
Like, do you fit in your jacket better than you did last week? Do
Oh.
you, like, can you go on a different belt loop? Like, different things. Like, you know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? I don't know.
I,
All
I
right.
do. I'm thinking about what you're saying because the past few days, because of my early dinners, I feel less bloated and I'm not doing the nighttime snacking, which is my downfall. And I feel better in my clothes. The scale does not reflect at all what I'm doing,
Mm-hmm.
but I just feel better.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good metric.
Yeah. Right now, I feel better when I track. The
Mm-hmm.
scale isn't doing much, but I feel better. So I think
Yeah.
feel like that is an expectation. Like that could be something. Like just the fact
Sure.
that you're tracking, even if you're eating like over or whatever. Like that's think about like different ways to measure your success. I guess.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
The second
Well,
one.
one
Yeah.
second
Go ahead.
before you go
Yeah.
on to the next point. Some of our members, they do track on a coloring sheet
Oh
to
yes.
make it fun. And they'll
Mm-hmm.
track either their miles or different metrics. They'll just color in different boxes of the picture.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's really putting fun back into this.
That's a great example of how to be fun with it. Like,
Mm-hmm.
do have some fun while you're doing weight loss. And
Mm-hmm.
coloring has so many benefits anyway. We could do a whole episode on the benefits of coloring. It's
Okay.
so important. The second one is be clear. Okay, so remember, these are all ways to have fun while you're losing weight. You have to be clear about it. Progress dies if we only rely on motivation. And
Yes.
motivation is fickle. And motivation is an emotion. We
Yes.
can't rely on our emotions. I mean, right?
No,
You can't
they're
rely
not going
on
to carry us
emotions.
through. No.
So this was be dedicated, not motivated.
I like that a lot.
Right? Be dedicated, not motivated. Okay. So anyway, so in order to be clear is just remember your why, which we've had whole episodes on your why, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to go through these quickly. Celebrate often.
Oh,
Shift
yes.
your mindset. Diet
Wait. Sorry.
Wait, go ahead.
I
Go
have
ahead.
to talk about it. You said
Okay.
celebrate often.
Mhm.
Does that mean I can go out and have like a piece of cake?
I should say no, but I honestly okay, so I'm going to tell you the last couple of weeks we've been celebrating by getting ice cream for dinner on Fridays.
Oh,
No
that's so
guilt
fun.
associated with it. I track it, we all enjoy it, and it's like, it's Friday, yes, let's have it. Which to me is no different than saying we're gonna get pizza on Friday because to celebrate the end of the week, or getting McDonald's or fast food. We're just choosing to have ice cream for dinner.
That is really fun. Sorry to interrupt
It's
you, but
fun.
I was like,
It got us through the end of the week. We know it's coming. We look forward to it. I've been writing it on my schedule, like ice cream for dinner. Like,
oh,
it's been fun. I'm adding fun into my weight loss journey. I'm looking forward to that. It can't always be chicken and salads and you know what I mean? Like, that's fun. And I would rather have ice cream than pizza. If I'm really looking at like how to splurge, maybe it's
and
cake.
if you're planning it into your
I'm
weekly,
totally planning it in.
then there's something to look forward to, so you don't feel like you have to have it a little
Oh my
bit
God,
every
all
day.
week.
Yeah.
We talk about it because I write it down all week. I'm like, oh, should we get the 4-scoop sampler and share it this week? What 4 flavors are we like? There's fun in that to me.
Yeah, I agree. Sorry
Okay.
to interrupt you. Go ahead.
No, you're good.
What was the
Okay.
one after that?
Shift your mindset because diet and exercise are not punishments. Okay. 5, get rid of perfection.
Yeah,
If you
working
want
on
to have
that.
fun while you're doing it, you cannot be perfect.
Right.
If you want to have fun while losing weight, don't compare yourself to others.
Oh, that's a hard one.
Right? Don't compare. Don't compare yourself to Dana. She's amazing and wonderful, but so are you
Yeah.
in a different way.
You know, this is a hard one for me because my husband cut out sugar and he lost 10 pounds. And I've mostly cut out.
maddening.
It is. And I've cut out so many things or swapped them for healthier things and the scale's not moving. And it's really difficult not to say, oh my God, he just did one thing effortlessly and he's down. And here I am working and working. So it's really hard not to compare, to be really honest.
So hard. But that is one that really sucks the joy out of it.
Yeah, I can see that.
I have a t-shirt that says comparison is the thief of joy.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a famous quote for a reason. Like, it
Yes.
sucks the fun out of things. But it
That
is
is
so
very
hard.
true.
I'm not going to lie. I want to sabotage when that happens to my husband. I'm like, how can I sabotage this? How? Extra cheese, so you're not eating sugar? Let's pile on some cheese on the sandwich. I don't know. That's a horrible part of me coming out. Anyway,
No, it's truth.
The last one, science-based one, is get an accountability partner. So our call to action groups are perfect for that. Maybe you just want one-on-one coaching with you, or just a friend to text. But I thought of a couple more, which were add color to your wardrobe.
Okay, tell me about this.
Well, I was reading an article on adding color to your wardrobe, like a color that you're not used to.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of like wakes up your brain and it's like, oh, wow. If you're always wearing black and you look in the mirror and you see something different, it's like, oh, wow. If you think about people that always have fun, colorful things or different clothes, they're more fun people. They truly are. That's what the science is showing.
I see. I get it.
So think about that. That was a science thing. Have mini happy dances.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's Friday, do a little happy dance. Woo-hoo-hoo, it's Friday. You know what I mean? Like, have your own happy dance. You tracked your breakfast, do a happy dance.
Yeah.
You drank all of your water, do a happy dance.
Yes.
You brushed your teeth, I don't know, like, before you ate anything on the couch, do a happy dance. Those are ways to find fun.
I had a very hard workout yesterday. I was like, yes.
Yeah. Woo-hoo-hoo. Like, little, like, happy dance. You know what I mean? Okay.
Yes.
Now, here's the thing. We have to remember our spark.
Okay.
Your spark, the S. Make space for fun. Free up free time and energy.
Okay.
So your space is your energy. Maybe it's your bedroom or maybe it's your time in your day. You need to find time in your day for fun. So it's space for it.
Mm-hmm.
P in spark is pursue passions, hobbies, and interests.
Mm-hmm.
So my hobbies and interests are like memories of people and places and things. Like that definitely is sparking my passion.
Yeah, I can see that.
Okay. Your hobby, I think one of your hobbies is bowling, right?
Oh, I love it. I love it so much.
Right? So
I love it.
You got the P there, pursuing those passions. A, I think I do this, but I don't want to sound like I'm tooting my own horn here. Attract fun. If you become a fun magnet, you welcome new ideas, people, and opportunities.
Well, and to be honest, people like you, people who are bubbly and see joy or exude joy, I want to hang out with you, or other people want to hang out with you because that energy is so contagious. And you want that in your life. You want that positive, uplifting, silly energy.
But you have to work at that. You have to work at attracting it. And it is important, too. Like, if you're sitting there, like, with like this pouty face and like RBF, for lack of better terms, like you're not attracting fun. You can't have fun if you're not going to be open to it and attract it.
So what if somebody doesn't know what RBF is?
I will tell you, RBF is resting bitch face, where you just look unhappy all the time.
You know, so many times people have come up to me, even on Friday, and somebody's like, smile. I'm like, this is my face. It's okay. I don't have to be smiling 24 hours a day.
You're right, you don't. You're right. Okay. R is rebel a little. Take a break from what you normally do. Rebel.
Give me an example of this one.
Take a day off work for no reason.
Oh. And do what?
Whatever you want. Nothing.
Okay.
You know, like rebel a little. Have ice cream for dinner.
Oh, yes. That's a good one. Have breakfast
You know
for
what
dinner.
I mean? Right. Yeah. Like, rebel a little. Go against things. This is going to keep that spark going, that fun in your life. Do something totally different that you never would do. You know?
Yeah.
Maybe go get a hotel room just because. It doesn't need to be Valentine's Day. Like, just go. With a pool in the hotel room or I don't know. Like, rebel a little. Do something totally out of the normal.
Yeah.
Add some fun. Okay. And the K is keep at it. So spark. Keep at it. Always find more ways to have fun.
I like it. I think the point is we have to make time and space for it, and we have to really figure out what speaks to our soul. How are we making ourselves happy? I did find a quick little list of how do you find things that are fun for you.
Okay.
Before we get into our call to actions, but fishing for smiles, which means make a list of things you enjoy, come back to it later, and which things bring a smile to your face. If you think about it and you're like, I want to do a face mask.
Smile.
Yeah. Then that's your activity. Visit your childhood and remember what made you lose time. So that's the thing we were talking about earlier where you're like, oh, 4 hours went and I didn't have a clue. And do you still like it? Some people love bike riding. Do it. And then real-time research. So keep a cursory fun journal, and then every day jot down a brief list of major activities and give each a fun score.
Oh.
So if it hits high on the fun score, then you keep it in your repertoire and you do it again.
I like keeping a score of it. That would be fun.
One of my most fun activities, and it was a physical activity, and I found it very challenging, but I haven't been that, quote, high in a long time. Okay, this is a really bad pun, but we were doing this ropes course.
Okay.
And learning how to use the lock system was really challenging.
That is. I've done those before.
But once we were up there and climbing and zip lining, and it was the best day I've had as an adult in a long time. The best. There was no gadgets. There was no TV. We were just having fun. And I've been trying to replicate that again, but there's nobody who wants to go with me. So I want to do it again.
Where did you do it at?
I did it when we were on vacation.
Okay. There's a place in Strongville, I believe.
Mm-hmm. I'm definitely going to go back. I just need to figure that out because to me, it's physical activity. I'm not like, oh, I'm doing climbs or core or arms. I'm just trying to do this.
No, you could go to Urban Air. I just want my kids. It's like an indoor place. Oh, we should do it. I'll go with you.
Okay.
It's fun. Yeah.
It's so fun.
Mm-hmm.
So I just think whatever makes you feel like that definitely has to stay in the routine. Yeah. Even if it's not every day, but once in a while, you have to have something to look forward to.
You're right. So right. Okay. Well, have some fun this week.
Yeah. What is your call to action?
I'm keeping mine the same because I really want to keep digging in deep with this and figuring out if there is something to it or if it's all just in my head or what happens when I keep these positive affirmations in the mirror and high five myself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mine may not be accurate in terms of the metrics, but so I use my Apple Fitness app to see my rings, and underneath it tells you your total calories burned.
Okay.
That number may not be right, but I want to get to 2,000 calories burned every day this week.
Even if I like that.
Because
it doesn't matter how. You're not saying how. You're not saying how at all. Like you could put laundry away one at a time.
Yeah.
You're just saying I want to hit 2,000 calories burned.
That's what I'm saying. Like I know a lot of fitness people say that it's not an accurate assessment of calories burned, but
you don't care about that.
I don't care. I want to be consistent with the number that I'm hitting.
I love that. Oh, I might steal that too.
It's a little challenge for me.
And
that's
it's
fun.
Also looking at something different. It's a different metric to see if you're successful. That isn't a number on the scale.
It's a little, I'm competing with myself, which is fun for me.
Oh, maybe you should color something in. Oh, you're not a colorer.
No, I never thought about that. Maybe I should. Yeah, maybe I should do that.
Or I'll think about that on your calendar or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Get a calendar and just mark it off.
Yeah. So
good idea. Well, thanks.
Well, I can't wait to hear how it goes. I might have to start looking at that too then. So, all right.
Well, have a good week.
You too. Bye.